welcome to Lemon Bliss. We are so excited to have you here. This is the virtual experience. My name is Alyssa Worrell, and I'll be your host for the evening, and I am super excited to have the most amazing women with me here today. So we have both Miss Sherita Williams and her daughter, Miss Evan Nicole. Now listen, tonight is that kind of night where you want to just relax, sit back. It's going to be a little different, I think. Get your favorite beverage, get your favorite daughter, son, right? Or have them all with you. But it's going to be that night. We expect tonight to be healing. We expect tonight to be fun. And I just want to jump in a little bit with you, right? Who we have here with us, Sherita Williams. Now on here, I have beauty expert and award-winning hairstylist. But there's so much more. Now tonight, it might be a little different because we're family, right?
Yes.
We have not only stylist, but you're an author.
Yeah.
You're a mentor to so many. You're a business mentor. You have business groups around the world. You travel the world teaching excellence in business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's amazing to me. I think this conversation is full circle because you have your daughter here with you today, right?
Yeah.
And you both are businesswomen in your own right.
Yes. Yes.
But more than anything, mother and daughter tonight. Yes?
Yes.
Super excited. So welcome. We're so glad that you're here today. And can we just jump right in?
Let's just
because
jump in.
There's so much. There's so much. So let's just start with this. I know it's at the top of the thing, but tell me about your experience as being a mom.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us here.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Alyssa, when I think of myself as a mom, I've had some ups, some downs. I've had some highs, some lows. But one thing that I've always tried to be was consistent.
Okay.
I always wanted to be a role model for my daughter. And one thing when I remember specifically, she was about 6 years old maybe, and she had this little note that said, I wish J-Lo was my mom.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I was like, J who?
She's like, did I say
I
that?
remember that.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
I was like, J who? She don't do nothing for you. She don't feed you. She don't
love you.
But then, I realized that, when your kids are growing up, they look for things to be like, to exemplify. So I said, no, J-Lo's not going to be your role model. You're going to want to be like your mama.
Okay.
So what that meant for me was I really had to tighten my game up as a parent. So not only was I, a single parent trying to raise a child, trying to build a business, and I really had to begin to get my life in order and add that role. Because she was about 6 at that time, so maybe 1 to 2, I just had a child. I had a child, I had responsibilities, so she was just part of the to-do list. And I really, at about 6, I looked at her at about 2, and because I was traveling so much, building my business, she turned 2, and I forgot what she looked like from 1 to 2.
That's real.
I was like, oh my God, I've been so busy working, dropping her off at the sitter, hairstylist work late hours. And at 2, I was like, oh my God, I gotta change. I gotta figure a plan out.
You were missing those moments.
Yes,
yeah,
I was missing the moments, missing the celebration.
Yeah.
And when she was about 6, I think that kind of pierced my heart. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna be your role model.
Okay.
So I really had to come up with a game plan. And that's when I'm gonna be a parent. I'm gonna be a parent. I have a daughter, and I wanna raise her to be a distinguished woman, a woman to be respected, and things like that. So.
But you know what I love is good, that what you said. Even though she said that, even though you said it pierced my heart, you listened.
Yeah.
A lot of times parents are just like, you know what, listen, okay, like you said, she don't do nothing for you, right? I'm here. But you listened and you made the change. I think a lot of people need to hear that tonight, right? Because that age is so young. A lot of times we figure, oh, they don't really know.
Yeah.
But they know, right? And she was telling you what you needed, and that changed the whole direction of your life.
Yes, it did.
When you stopped and did that. But something else I noticed you said I was a single mom. I was a single mom.
Yes.
I was a single mom. So that means it didn't start out like that. Right? Mm-hmm. So let's go that curve there, because there was divorce there.
Yes.
Right? So are you ready for this? Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about that. How was that adjusting to divorce while raising Evan Nicole?
That was a big adjustment. Because you don't plan that. You know, I started going to church and really start trying to live a Christian path. Okay. So that was one of those scars I really didn't want to deal with. So I was in a situation where, okay, I'll just stay married because I want her to be in a home with two parents, because I was raised with a single parent. But then I was like, well, do I want her to be raised watching this dysfunction when I had a way of escape, to get out? Or do I want to put everything in my faith in God and really try to do it, really try to have knowing that it may be some dysfunction as a single parent, but really can I give her an example to function in our dysfunction?
So you took
and make it functional, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was really, I took a chance. I took a big chance and big faith. And fortunately today, we raised her both, so she did have two parents, but as a single parent, there was still more responsibility on me. Mm-hmm. But I had to make the adjustments of, and then first of all, when you go through divorce, I'm in Atlanta, so my family's not here. And when you divorce him, you don't like him, his mama, his daddy, or the dog, or the dog. You can't hear all this. So I didn't like his mama. I was like my outlaws. I wouldn't call them no in-laws. Mm-hmm. But I remember I was one of my clients here right in the beginning when I decided to walk away. She said, let me tell you something. She said, you are young. And she said, they may not like you, but they love that little girl. So you do not deprive her of having a relationship with her extended family.
Now pause right there, pause right there. Because I know, I just heard across the country there was a lot of sucking of teeth. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, that may be her, but, right? Mm-hmm. But that's what makes this dynamic different.
Yeah.
Right? You made a lot of quick decisions in that moment based on your faith.
Yeah.
And it took you in a whole, it gave you a whole different trajectory.
Difference. And she said aloud, and then the fortunate part, they were so willing to help. I mean, they were really my support system. So I really had to, I wanted to have that little attitude moment. I don't like them. They ain't never seeing my baby. Mm-hmm. And I had to make a mature decision because I know how the relationship I have with my grandmother and what that meant to me. And I wanted her to have that. So I had to put my big girl pants on and learn how to mature and really have, mature conversations with the family, the extended family, and things like that, so that she won't see that camaraderie with her, with us.
Yeah. Did you feel like it was taking everything? Now, sometimes you feel like, oh, this is taking everything in me to have this conversation. Do you feel like that's what happened? Or do you feel like eventually when you started just to relax and let it go, it started, becoming easier? Because some people want to know, like, okay, that's literally women sitting in their living room right now that are like, oh my God, I need this. Because like you just said, I hate everybody. Yes. Everybody is going to get it. Anybody can get it. Right? Anybody.
Me and my baby girl, we gone.
Right. Right.
But you know what? It wasn't that difficult because they were nice.
Okay.
I just wanted to have an attitude. I just wanted to be mean to everybody because you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you and your family. There we go. So actually, because they're a nice family, they were always very supportive. Yeah. And to be honest, I always tell them now and thank them because I'm like, I don't know what I would do without the support that you all had given my daughter. Mm. And his mom, she'll call me all the time whenever she has a moment, and she'll say, you know what, I just have to thank you for raising my granddaughter. Wow. The way that she is. She's responsible, she's mature. I mean, she always acknowledges me as a parent. And
I think you're changing the world right now. No, seriously, I think you're changing the world right now because there's a lot of moms that literally right now need to change their mind. Yeah. Yeah. Right? I haven't talked to Evan Nicole yet, but I saw her as a little girl coming through, and just how, she was always that little girl that was like, very confident, but you could tell that you were pushing certain things into her the whole time. Yes. Right? But to your point, and thank you to you for making that decision. Yes. Right?
Yes.
Because you weren't okay. Let's be for real.
Right.
You weren't okay, but you decided not to put yourself aside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you decided to, come together to a place so that both of you could be okay. And look the result that it got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I decided to put her first. And I know sometimes we say, we try to do this we're going to protect our kids. We're going to protect our kids. But the extended family love the kids. They just may not like your attitude or who you are as a woman, per se. But for me, I just made a mature decision. I said, you know what, I'm going to put her first, and I'm going to deal with this family and make it work for the both of us.
I got it. And while we're there, let's look at that, because I want you to describe your relationship with Evan Nicole in her younger years. What did that look like?
Oh my God. Everybody said Evan Nicole was my dress-up Barbie. But she was really disciplined. And I got to be honest, because I use the word a lot, because when I made a decision to, get a divorce, I had to hold on to something. And the only thing I could hold on that was supposed to be for sure was God. And he's proven himself. So I just made a decision. Whatever I did, I had her do. So, with my confessions, she had a confession book that Pastor Taffy did that she was saying. We would go in our house and say our confessions. When I would pray, she would pray. When I would sit and pay my bills, she was sitting right there helping me, putting them in the envelope.
Like, yep, that was me.
Put them in the stamp. Like, we're going to make this work. We're going to make this work. And I think, let me say this too, because I had mommy issues.
Okay.
So I didn't really know how to be a parent. I didn't know, I knew I didn't want the same relationship that I had. So I wanted to do something different. I wanted to set her up to win.
Yeah.
And I only say that because, as single parents, the household I come from, my mom was a single parent in college with 2 kids. So she had, she did what she could with what she had to get me where I needed to be. So I got a head start because I was able to, be exposed to a lot of different things to make it better for her.
Right. But let's go a little bit deeper, because I know, I want to make sure we get everybody too. But dig a little bit deeper for me with the challenges that you had, right? In terms of her being younger, because I think that's something that people are leaning in now. Like, okay, help me. I need to hear, right?
So okay, with that, I think we were on the schedule because I was a hairstylist. I was a hairstylist. I was traveling with a couple of celebrity clients, and I was building a business.
Okay.
So I had a very busy life. So I had to have her, to structure her to where she knew what systems were. And this is what time we get up. We got to get out the house to do this. So disciplinary, I didn't have to do a lot of discipline with her. She might have snapped a little here and there, but it wasn't much, because she was kind of in fear.
But she adapted to that. Yeah. I got it. So did you find
But just the discipline and structure that I had to make for her to conform with me. So that's the little girl. So she we stayed in church. I was going through trying to find out who I was. So every time the church doors opened, I was there. I had to be there.
Did that impact her?
Of course it did, because now, she calls me and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm getting ready to go to church. I'm like, what? Or she says, I'm reading a book. And I'm reading a book. What kind of book you reading? So a lot of things that I did as a kid with her, she's living on her own now, so I didn't even know that she was doing some of those things as an adult.
She was mirroring.
Yes,
she was mirroring everything that you were doing. So that really kind of shows us what, because I was going to ask, what were some of the high points? We see the high points.
Yeah.
We can see it. It's in living color right here. But also what you said too, she's an adult. If you could take us I know it's a long way to go. How did you transition from her being a little girl, young adult, to she's her own grown woman?
Yes, that was a transition. When she got in about the 10th grade, I would start, and let me say this back, let's jump back to 5th or 6th grade. She would do little competitions because she was in dance, she was in piano. I had her in everything because I'm a stylist, so I had to keep her busy. So I had her in piano, dance, cheerleading, and I would tell her, it was so funny, she was a cheerleader for the Falcons, and I think she was always on the 2nd or 3rd row, and I would always say, you're first, you're always first. So when that music started, you run to the 1st row.
So you were that mama leaning over. So did you
Well, they were so far from us, but she knew the rules before she left the house.
Okay.
And so it is so funny because I'd always know who she was because she started dancing, then she run up to the front and started dancing. So then I think when 5th, 6th grade, she won a science project. And she was in 5th grade and she won it against the whole school, which was
every year.
6 years. Yeah, she won every year. Okay, every year.
I won every year. Okay.
She won every year. So I put that standard of excellence. I instilled that standard of excellence in her by really challenging her to be. You got to be the best. You got to be number one.
Yeah.
So, and that's where the highs and lows come with it because now I have to teach her how it's okay that, it didn't work out this way. Because now she's an adult and she's facing some of those no's that I kind of protected her from. And she's having to deal with those.
Do you wish you had not protected her from them?
No, I think, no. I think, no, I'm glad I did, because now she has to, what I would tell her, like in 10th grade, I used to always say, you know what, I'm going to raise you till you're 18. But after 18, I have to be your coach. So I have to coach. I said, I'm going to be on the sidelines. I'm going to always be cheering you on.
I love it.
So when she went away to school, I'm coaching you on. So we would have conversations. You go and talk to the teacher. You look the teacher straight in the eye. You shake his hand. You let them teachers know who you are. So it's like I became a coach. And
so
even
your
today,
role changed.
Yeah, my role changed. My role
changed. The role changed from mom, mothering, mommy to I am your mentor, I am your coach. I love that.
Yes.
This has been absolutely amazing. I wish we could go on and on and on and on, but thank you so much for that. Thank you for just really opening your heart. I heard a lot of the pinpoints that a lot of moms and daughters need to hear. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you so much. And right about now, guys, we're about to go to an amazing musical artist, Miss Shantae Can.
Welcome everybody to Lemon Bliss. My name is Shantae Can, and I'm going to be sharing some of my heart with you all today. Inviting you to be open to the moment. This is called The Light. On and on we go. Where we'll stop, no one knows. Searching for the love we long to have, on a quest for happiness. When will we find what's left behind? Yeah, treasured inside. Yeah, you know that the truth is in the light. Near or far or deep or wide, a hopeless expedition for true life. Tell me, when will we realize the lies inside of you and I? When will we find what's left behind? Yeah. Treasured inside, yeah. You know that the truth is in the light. One more time, say, when will we find? Yeah, when will we find? Yeah. Oh, what's left behind? Treasured inside, yeah. You know that the truth is in the light. And if you're looking for sunshine, you know it doesn't always have to be daylight. No. I said, if you're looking for sunlight, yeah. You know it doesn't always have to be daylight. Let me sing it one more time. Sing. If you're looking for sunlight, you know it doesn't always have to be daylight. No. If you're looking for sunshine, you know it doesn't always have to be daylight. See, if you're looking for sunshine, yeah. Whoa, yeah. It doesn't always have to be daylight. If you're looking for sunshine, yeah. Whoa. It doesn't always have to be daylight. Break it down, band. Hey. Woo. Say. Hey. Woo. One more time. Hey. Oh. Hey. I like that. All right, break it down right there. So, if you're looking for sunshine, it doesn't always have to be daylight, meaning it could be raining, it could be hailing, it could be snowing, there could be a tornado, there could be an earthquake. But you have the power to choose to see the sun in every single situation. You have the power to choose to see the good in every single situation, the lesson in every single situation. So just in case you need a little quick reminder and feel like you need to be reminded of how much sunshine you really have, I'm gonna sing something to you and I want you to sing it back to me, okay? So wherever you are, I want you to say these words. You ready? You've got the sunshine, you say. You've got the sunshine, yeah. You've got the sunshine, you say. You've got the sunshine, yeah. All right, we're warming up. I'm gonna give y'all one more chance. Say, you've got the sunshine, you say. You've got the sunshine, yeah. Y'all sound good, say, you've got the sunshine. Oh. I heard y'all. Say, you've got the sunshine. I hear y'all one more time. You've got the sunshine. Yeah. You've got the sunshine. Ooh, you've got the sunshine. One more time. Say, you've got the sunshine. You say. I hear y'all. You've got the sunshine. Yeah. Y'all sound good, but you've got the sunshine in your eyes. Woo! You've got the sunshine. Break it down. I said, can't nobody take it away. Y'all know that, right? I said, can't nobody take it away. Once it's yours, y'all. I said, can't nobody take it away. Can't nobody take it away. One more time. I said, can't nobody take it away. It's yours inside your soul. Say, can't nobody take it away. You've got the power to take it. Can't nobody take it away. Oh, 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 oh. It's can't nobody take it away. Sunshine, daylight, sunshine, daylight, sunshine, daylight, sunshine, daylight. Give yourselves a hand for having the sunshine.
Hi, everybody. This is our Mocktail segment. We are so excited about sharing with you our favorite beverages. I have my daughter Jordan with you, and Jordan is going to explain some of her favorite beverages this time of year.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is a lemon drop mocktail, which is a simple drink. It's really delicious if you love lemonade, and it's made with a beautiful martini glass.
Okay.
If you don't have one at home, you're welcome to use a wine glass or your regular water glass, whatever you got. All right, so Mom, if you want to grab your glass,
Okay.
what we're going to do is we're going to grab a lemon wedge. Mom, there's one in there for you. You
Okay.
can grab the bigger one down there.
Alrighty.
And we're just going to squeeze a little bit of it just so that we have that lemon juice around the rim.
Okay.
So we're going to do just a little bit.
Should I put it?
You can put it down or you can hold it. I like to twist it a little bit.
Okay. I can
Yeah,
just
you
twist
got
the
it.
glass. There we go.
There you go. And then after we have our lemon juice, you can put yours
Put that back in
there.
it. Okay.
We're going to make a nice, beautiful sugar rim.
Nice. Okay, let me try.
Yes.
So let me just spin it.
Spin it around, get it in there.
Make sure the sugar gets
All
all
right, you're going to do all the
It's a
sugar.
little crusty.
All right. All right, so
There we
shake it a
go.
little bit.
Shake it a little bit.
Shake it a little bit.
Some of
All
the
right.
sugar off.
Yep, and then we're gonna put it back down.
Okay.
All right, and now we're gonna do our ingredients. Okay, so our first ingredient is gonna be our lemon juice.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna pour mine in. You can pour yours in.
All right. So pour this in here.
Yep. We're doing some lemon juice.
Fresh lemon juice.
Yep. Then we have some simple syrup.
Oh, wow.
It's just one, so that should be good. And then we'll probably don't need both of the club sodas, but we'll just do maybe one.
Okay.
Pour that in there. All right. And then we're going to add some ice. You can add the ice, right?
Okay. So measurement size, I would say,
Maybe an ounce.
yeah.
An ounce of lemon juice. Half an ounce of simple. This might be a little tricky. It might be
What kind of
this.
syrup is that, Jordan?
So it's just simple syrup, which is sugar and water. You can make
Oh,
it at home if you don't have it. It makes it sweet. That's good.
is that enough?
Yeah, that's good. So then we're gonna put our lid over our shaker. All right.
Love
Make
that
sure it's
part.
on there. You
Yes.
gonna finish it?
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you hold the top. Give it a good.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, make a
little
mess.
bit now.
It's leaking.
Uh-oh, it's because we got a lot going on.
Okay, you do
We
the
gonna
rest.
go with it. All right, ladies, here we go. We'll take the lid off. And here is our beautiful lemon drop.
Mmm.
All right, let's pour yours in there.
Okay.
Okay. Look at that. And then we're gonna finish it off with a nice, cute little lemon wedge garnish. There's mine. Mine, you could do yours since we are still in COVID-19.
Okay, there's this one here. Okay, perfect. So this is our garnish.
That's our garnish.
Plop.
And that is your lemon drop mocktail.
Mmm.
So we're gonna taste it.
Okay.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, hands a little sticky.
So we're gonna, I'd like to cheers.
Okay.
Cheers to Mother's Day. Cheers to Lemon Bliss. Mother-daughter moment.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see how we like it.
Mmm. Not sure. Let me see.
You will.
I know I put too much sugar on the rim.
Yeah.
Mmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. All right, ladies. So now we expect for you to get with your
Very refreshing.
daughters. Yeah, get with your sons, and just we can make it a moment where you're spending time with each other and create your own mocktails, or you're welcome to make this lemon drop. I hope you guys enjoy it. Now we're gonna shoot it back to Alyssa, but make sure you sit tight because we will be back with an additional mocktail later on. I hope you enjoy.
Welcome back. Did you get your life? Did you enjoy that segment with these lemon drops? Ladies, was that amazing?
Yes.
Yes, I just love that moment between mom and daughter. That was absolutely great. So, we are back. Take a deep breath, everybody. It is the Evan Nicole, okay, aka the hair guru, right? And I introduced you before as a businesswoman in your own right. We could hear the mom part, just that all of the things that she poured into you. Isn't she beautiful, guys?
Yes.
Oh my God. So beautiful. And I'm having a moment because I've only known her since she was a little girl. Mm-hmm. So seeing you as a grown woman.
It's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy. But I just want to, even relax a little bit more. And I pray that you guys are just digging what is happening here today. Okay?
Yes.
So, are you ready, my friend?
I'm so ready.
Okay.
So ready.
So, businesswoman, entrepreneur,
Yes.
but daughter.
Absolutely.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How old are you? Because I know everybody's like, I want to know.
I'm 24.
24. Are you 24? I'm 24. Oh God, Sherita, how did she become 24?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
She forgets every year. I don't know how old you are.
That is not fair to me. To me, 24.
Yes.
I love it though. Well, let's dig in. 24. I know the girls are like, oh my God, first of all, the makeup is amazing.
Thank you.
The hair is everything.
Thank you.
Okay, from head to toe, she's giving me all of the life that we need.
Thank
so,
you.
moms, look, calm down. Okay? Calm down. But listen,
She get it
let's
from her
jump
mama.
in. Huh?
She get it from her mama.
She get it from I love it. She do. So let's look. Let's jump right in.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. What do you remember about the relationship between you and your mom growing up?
What I remember the most about me and my mom's relationship would have to be just her always being there. She was just present, like a lot of times I feel like as a kid, even though she worked, even though she was busy, even though she had so much going on, If I call that phone, she gonna answer.
Okay.
If it's something wrong, she gonna answer. If it's something going on, Sherita's on the way. So it was always like, even though I didn't always feel her there, I knew I could call my mom. I knew if I was at somebody's house and I didn't like being there, I could call my mom. I knew if anything was wrong with me and something was not what I like, if I was going through anything, I can call my mom. When I would have to go to my dad's house between their divorce and I just wasn't happy over there, I'm calling my mom. Okay. So it's so many times where I just felt like she was just, even if it was just a phone call away, I can call my mom.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times people just don't feel like they go through financial issues, you can't call your mom. Or you go through this, you can't call your mom. Like, you go through a heartbreak, I'm calling my mom. Like, I'm literally calling my mom. There's nobody else I want to talk to. If I'm stressed out, I had an event a few weeks ago. My friends were trying to clown my outfit, and my other friend said, "No, get Sherita on the phone, okay? Because she's not gonna calm down unless her mom tells her." My mom said, "Oh no, that outfit is fly." And that's
everybody line up.
And that's the
Understand.
outfit
If Miss Sherita said it is,
absolutely. I was able to call her, so I knew she was always there, just a phone call away, listening. She listened. She would listen to what I said. She would understand me. Maybe even if I didn't think she understood me,
right, she
was listening and she was understanding and kind of like, okay, it don't make sense right now, but I'm listening. I'm listening. I just remember her being there.
I love that, but you know what? You just hit something for those moms out there, because I know a lot of girls are on the couch right now just going, see what she said, Mom? She said she listened to her. Right? But listen, ladies, while you're out there, that means you should be having a different conversation, right?
Absolutely.
We should be having a different conversation tonight. There's so much more I want to go into. Here we go. What were the challenges? Because that was already amazing, right?
Yes.
But what were some of the challenges that you had in your relationship with your mom?
I think some of the challenges would have been, number one, being so much like her. When you're raised by a single mom, I mean, you're gonna be a lot like your mom. You're gonna be a lot like her, and a lot of times that can clash. Okay. And I feel like you have to understand that that's okay. That's normal. And I think a lot of our challenges came from me not really understanding her as a mom, her maybe not really understanding me, because just kind of that guard that was kind of there between she's trying her best and then here I am not really understanding what that is. As a kid, you don't really understand a parent trying. You don't know, your parents not letting you see them struggle.
So let's go. Hold on. I want to go. What did that look like? Because we got, relationships, we got school. Give us an example of what that looked like? Because there's a lot of hurting girls right now that are like, and some even be saying, I can't even stand my mom. We never had the conversation. We never have any conversation.
And it hasn't always been easy. I don't feel like me and my mom just always had the best relationship.
That's what we want to know.
Well, I thought we did.
Wait. See,
I thought we did.
But see, that's the thing. But as moms, that's what we're thinking. Yeah. We're thinking, oh, my daughter, first of all, she loves me.
Yes.
And I love her. And we all, we're in our circles, right? We're talking to other moms. We're like, oh, yes, definitely me and my daughter. Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, you guys don't talk?
Absolutely.
Right.
And it wasn't always that to me. In my opinion, I don't feel like I just always had the best relationship. I feel like once I got older and I was able to understand some of the sacrifices, the things that she did, the reason why she made the decision she made, until I was able to understand that, I didn't think we had the best relationship just because of I'm so stubborn. I was so stubborn as a little girl. So just being stubborn and really not understanding, I wasn't understanding the divorce, of course. I never knew my parents I've never really seen them kiss, hug. I've never seen that. So for me, it's like I was pretty much learning everything as a woman. And my dad would do things on the sidelines, but I wasn't seeing her with a man, and seeing that dynamic so she's always on me. It's I don't have any siblings. It's just me and you. So it was always really, really tough of like, you have to be this, you have to be that. You're going to do this, you're going to do that.
Right.
So until I was able to understand why she was like that and why she made those decisions, I don't think I really looked at us as like, oh my God, like I love my mom. Like, until I really understood her and understood why she was the way she was.
But I think that's hard for girls.
Absolutely.
I think it's hard for them because you're in your moment. You're in your with your friends. You're in your, I want to be independent, right? So it's like, I think you just changed the world. Your mom did that in her conversation. Yes. But I think you just changed the world just now. Oh my God, here we go. You just changed the conversation because listen, girls are now able to hear I need to come to an understanding. I need to see that there's a reason. Because even though moms say, we say it now, this is for your good. But it's different when it's coming out of your mouth.
Absolutely.
Right? That I didn't understand. I didn't get it, but I get it now.
Absolutely.
Right? So let's go a little deeper.
Yes. Yes.
I'm loving this right here. Now tell me this. What are some of the things that you feel like mom taught you growing up? Two-part. That you hated then, because you said, I understand now, but what are those things that you hated then, but you get it now?
Absolutely. I used to give up a lot as a kid. I feel like I've done every sport, I've done every extracurricular activity because I had the options. And I feel like a lot of times my mom always taught me to persevere. Like, you have to complete something. You can't just start everything and then think you're going to end it. And a lot of times as kids and as children, as daughters, anything, we kind of start a lot of things, or we always tell our parents, we got this business idea, we got this. And then when your parents don't really believe in you, you're kind of looking like, my parents ain't supporting me, my parents not supporting me, but you have to give them a reason. You have to, especially as a mom, because parents are investing. This is their investment, honestly. And I think that perseverance was something I didn't understand then that I just am loving now. And because I do hair too, she did hair. I didn't really like her schedule. I hated her schedule. I just thought my life should be. I would hate her being at work all the time, and she come home late, and she tell me to take the meat out. I don't take the meat out.
Okay, so there was that. That's what we're talking about. Like,
all of
I'm
that.
not doing it. So there was those rebellious
Yes,
moments.
absolutely.
Right? Did you get whoopings?
No.
A few.
It's not considered a whooping. It's not considered a
A
whooping.
spanking. I called it a rod of correction.
I did do timeout. She used to put me in timeout.
I can't even see you in time.
She used to put me in
Because you know
timeout.
what the thing about it is? Because Evan Nicole's always so like glam. Like she walk into the room, Evan Nicole is here. Like I'm not sitting there. I'm sitting on. So I can't even imagine. Like I'm not going in that timeout.
I used to have to stand up in the corner with my arms up.
And maybe on one leg. Or something.
Whoa.
Yes, and I would get like if I said something wrong, she would pop me, stuff like that. But I've had a few whoopings, but not
Lot of
nothing
correction.
crazy.
Right. How did you? Now let me ask you this: were you able to, back then, right, know how to come back? Because sometimes parents just go ham, and then the house is quiet, nobody's talking, everybody's going their own separate corners. Did you know how to come back to each other?
For me, I was the parent that read the Bible and the books. So, and I think at the church at the time, Pastor was teaching how sometimes we have to go back and apologize to our kids or even talk to our kids after we give them correction. So that was how I did it. That was my methodology of, okay, if I spank her, give her a right of correction, I use that a lot instead of saying beat your kids, I just wanted to change my verbiage. Then I read the books, of how to parent, and I kind of blended them together. So once, I give her correction, and when she calmed down, then I go in the room and then have a conversation of, this is why I did this, and this is what you did. So that's why I think that I didn't have to do a lot. And
Because
I tell
you
her,
brought both together.
because I always came back after and had the conversation. So I think, how we were raised, or back in the day, you just got a beat and you don't know when you're going to come get another beat.
And that's what I'm saying. You guys are changing the game altogether.
Yeah.
You have changed the game altogether, right? Now let me ask you this though, because your mom was doing that. She was believing. She was going ham. She was reading these books
I was trying to figure it out.
and this Bible, this combo, right? Do you feel like it worked?
Yes.
Honest.
I was always honestly stubborn, and I think all children are. They just don't really understand authority. So I was stubborn, and then I definitely didn't understand it. But now, oh yeah, so it's so clear.
It.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever feel like you at times were misunderstood by mom?
Always.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Always.
Let's go. Let's go.
Always.
Just breathe. You're gonna be over there breathing.
I feel like and along with a lot of kids, I feel like I was misunderstood as a kid and as a daughter, as a little girl. Like here I am. I'm like, I have mom, I have dad, and my mom did everything.
Got it.
Everything, and it doesn't take away from her dad, but she did everything. So that's the person. That's all you know. So that's who you lash at. That's who you give the heat to.
Right.
That's who you keep the attitudes with. I never gave my dad attitude like that, and my mom she would never dog him. She would never disrespect him, and it was like I was idolizing him and not seeing what was really happening, what was really going on behind the scenes. So, I was stubborn as a kid, so it was almost like you just don't see that. You don't have clear vision. You don't have vision as a kid. That's why the Bible says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding.
Okay, preach, evangelist.
You're not going to
But
get it.
you're getting it now, and the tears are coming because I think of the deep impression that your mom made upon you, and you do get it now. right? And even the tears that are flowing, so many girls now literally are having that moment right now, right? What you said was so powerful. I knew my mom was the one that was there. I lashed out at her because she was the one. I was hurt. So you were hurting and you drove the knife to her. Right? Because you were you didn't have control.
Right.
You didn't have control. But I'm glad you were honest and I'm glad you were open in this moment, right? And being able to share that, because most people wouldn't do that. Most people wouldn't do that, and I'm very proud of you, you know, even in this moment. Because people want to know.
Yeah.
They want to know the real deal. They want to change their life.
Absolutely.
They want to change their life. And I don't even want to go so fast through that part of the conversation, because you're 24 and in that moment, just shedding a tear and you know what, being able to admit it. I don't know what your mom is even feeling right now, hearing you say, you know, admitting I lashed out at her and she was the one that was there. A lot of kids, that's the scenario all day.
And I tell her all the time. I'm very honest, and I tell, like, even my clients who have issues with their moms, I tell them all the time, like, even my clients who are moms and who dog the dad and, you know, do all that, I tell them you'll never have to do that to a kid, because as they get older, they're going to see for who it is. They're going to see who was there. They're going to know who they can call. When anything goes down, I talk to my mom. My dad's not doing it, you know? Like, it doesn't take away from him as a parent, but it sets the precedent of your kid's gonna know who to call when it really goes down.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have to bash the dad, or you're not gonna have to do anything. You just keep planting those seeds. You keep investing in the kid. You keep doing what you're doing as a mom and do the best that you can, so that you'll never have to explain it as they get older. When they go to school and when they go to college and they calling mom for some money, and I was calling her. I was not calling anybody else. Nobody else. Not a grandmother. Not a auntie, uncle. Nobody else. That was mom.
I think you just changed a lot of moms' hearts, because a lot of mothers are, you know, they've lost hope. Because they feel like, you know, and you got to think, they get visitation. Oh, the kids are like gun-ho, ready to go. Bye, mom.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And when they're coming back, they're like, or they're showing off the things that dad did sometimes. That's a real scenario.
Yes.
That's a real painful scenario. So I'm glad you said that. I think that gave a light and it gave hope to some moms that are out there. Keep saying, keep doing what you're doing. Listen, I wanna bring it in.
Let me say something to that, because some of those times were noticed.
Yeah.
And for me as a mom, I just had to keep the communication open.
Right.
So I would always talk to her, like, what's going on? What you thinking about? I'd jump in her room. What are you thinking about? What you doing? What you watching on TV? I always wanted to make sure that, you know, who her friends was, and keeping that communication open, so that, because sometimes I think hurting women raise hurting daughters. And it's just hurt, and it's generational curses.
Was she hurting?
And
was there a time that you felt like I can't do you, mom? Was there that time?
Yeah. It came around teenage time, 15, 16, where you think you're grown. You really think you're grown at that age. And now that I'm grown, I'm like, oh my God, this is like, like bills, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, as a kid, you expect your parents, and of course I went to private schools, so I feel like when I was around those kids, when you start comparing your life to others, you start trying to see what their parents are doing different, or what they're...
Say that again. Please say it again. Please say it again. Please say it again. Please say it again.
Yes.
Say it again. Say it.
You start comparing, and you can't compare your mother to anyone else's mother. What works for them may not work for your dynamic. And I feel like a lot of times, all my friends they have kids. They are not, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just to say that she took a different route. And although I was comparing here, they're lacking a lot of things now that they're older. So what their parents didn't do younger, they're having to make up for older. So it's like the process of not having to compare. There's no comparison, because there's a reason why she makes the decision she makes.
Right.
It's a reason why God gave us moms, and they are always right. Always right.
Thank you. Finally.
You just shut the whole situation down.
They're always right.
Who can love you like your mom? That's true. Who can? Who can?
Nobody.
That's exactly right.
There's nobody.
Right? You got moms on the couch right now, like, see what Sherita said.
I'm telling you.
Listen, let's do this, because there are yes, a lot of us are moms.
Yes.
But everybody that's watching is not a mom, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But one thing we all are daughters.
Yeah.
And sons. The things that came out of your mouth were for all of us. right? Even you, and I'm gonna be very honest, listening to you just then, I was so encouraged because I have a son at home. We're just jumping into this new young adult thing.
Yes.
Somebody should have gave me a different memo. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say on that. But I think there's something to that. You just changed my life by saying, listen, don't stop saying what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's going to get it. And I hope moms you hear me, hear what she just said, right? Stop all that hollering. Don't be mad and realize what this young woman just said. Keep doing what you're doing. When they come back from the visitations, keep doing what you're doing, right? When they're mad at you. And she told you the truth. 15, 16, they believe they're grown. Hey, listen, right? It will come back around. Let's answer, though, as daughters. How about that?
Yes.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Yes, because you went him as mom. You got it. But I want to bring it to this place. What advice would you give to daughters who are having trouble connecting and building a relationship, a healthy relationship with their moms? I want you to answer as a daughter. You to answer as a daughter.
Okay. Yeah.
Not as the mom, because obviously you still had to deal with your own mom,
Yeah.
right? And I'm sure some of that impacted what happened with you and her.
Yes.
So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I feel like as a daughter, the biggest piece of advice I could say to any daughter is just to be open, be empathetic. Because although they're moms, they're still human.
Okay.
And they still make mistakes, just like we make mistakes. They still are figuring it out, just like we're figuring it out. And I think a lot of times you think mom is supposed to be perfect. Mom's not supposed to mess up. Mom's not supposed to do anything wrong. But mom is still human. So mom's still going to fall.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Because, I think that's the biggest thing.
Yes.
That kids don't see their parents as humans.
Yes, I've never seen her cry.
Whoa.
Until like
And I do.
emotional situations like this, parents try to put on this perfect act. You're not supposed to do this. I'm the parent. I can do it. You can't do this. You can't do that. So you think they're like perfect or something. But then when they start making mistakes, you're confused. Or when they mess up, you're confused. Or when they go through a divorce, you're confused. Or you feel like you're faulting them for it versus being empathetic and understanding that they're human.
So the PowerPoint that you just said, when you see your parents come out of that perfect moment, relax. They're human.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because you said something so amazing. We're confused. Like, what? That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yes.
Like, what? What? You cursed? Oh.
Yes.
You're mad?
Yeah.
Right? You just changed the world again. Sherita, how about you?
I think I would say listen to your daughters, and sometimes as parents we have to know. I'm saying this as a daughter with a parent. You have to know when to listen and
Let's
when
do
to
this,
speak.
because I saw something there. First of all, I saw it. I love it. She was like, "No, mom, that's not what she asked you." I want you to talk to your mom.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
as my mom. As my mom.
So
I'm talking to my mom.
Talk
Yes.
to your mom. Do that. 30 seconds. Talk to your mom.
Yes, my mom should listen and know when to be a mom and when to just listen. When I'm coming to talk to you just to vent, and when I'm coming to talk to you for advice.
Yeah.
And I think as we get older, like myself, sometimes you just want to call your mom just to say how you doing, what you're doing, and you just want them to listen.
Yeah.
Instead of them saying, "Oh, well, I told you don't get the job in the first place. I knew it wasn't gonna work. I don't know why you went and did that in the first place." So it's like now you're bashing me, putting me back in a darker space.
Right. I
So-
think that was powerful.
Yes.
I could hear it. You notice, like,
Yeah.
when you challenged her and then we challenged her to switch over, I could see it now. We could see you guys sitting here as daughters. We can see the whole world can connect to you now. Is there one thing that your mom that you would say, I wish she knew this? What would be that one thing?
Ooh. It's a lot of things I wish my mom knew. But I feel like we don't try to disappoint our parents. We don't want to disappoint our parents. We don't want our parents to worry about us. We don't want any of that. I mean, it's a lot of things. I feel like in my older years that I've done, that I've been through, that she doesn't know. But it's just, it's something that I feel like I had to go through in that moment as an adult by myself, or with whoever I vented to at the time, or situations like that. I just feel like it's things she doesn't know, but it's not things that I feel like would have changed any outcome, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would have changed.
it does make sense because a lot of moms feel hurt, they feel cheated, they feel like, our kids should come to us with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
And
glad
I feel like
you
it's
said
better
that.
that parents don't know a lot of things. I feel like the same
Really?
way I feel like parents, it's okay for kids not to know everything. The same way we're not, as a kid, you're not supposed to know everything. Just like how, I feel like as a parent, you can't know every single thing that your child goes through, because if I was to call her and she was my backbone for every single thing, I would have just skated through life. It would have just been a skate. Versus when I didn't have my bills, I'm like, God, what do I do? Like if I don't have my bills, if I just called her and she was my crutch, it wouldn't have forced me to be. I'm not calling her to tell her I don't got my bills because I thought I was grown moving out in the first place. Okay. So once I got out there, I'm like, God, I need 6 clients this week. I need help. Right. And that became I went to God for certain things.
But you saw her do that.
Oh, yeah.
You saw her do that. So powerful, both of you.
Now, one thing I do know that she probably don't know I know is that I know where she's at all the time because I have a location on her phone.
I shared it.
Oh.
I shared it.
But it's so funny. One time she was out.
I already know, Mom.
She was in New York. She was in New York and she was out. And so I was up studying and I was looking at my phone because I knew she was in New York, so I kept it on her location. And I said, "Where's she going?" And it was like 1 a.m. And I looked at the phone. I said, her head moving on the phone. And so I called my sister. I said, my daughter's leaving the house. She's in New York. She was at the hotel, but now that she moving, so somebody picked her up. Where do you think she going? And my sister's like, would you calm down? And so I called. Then I went in and she was going to the bowling alley. So I was like, okay. So yeah. So we do that as parents too. We still try to kind of know where they're going.
I get it. If your daughter, please share your location with your mom. It does not matter. It doesn't matter.
This has been absolutely amazing. I wish we could go on forever and ever and ever. Thank you guys for changing the world.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You guys are amazing. And so thank you for joining us right now. We're going to go back to another amazing moment with Miss Shantae Cameron.
My song about how important it is to love yourselves, and not only making sure that we're taking time out of our everyday schedule to make sure that we're the most complete and fulfilled version of ourselves that we can be, so we can be there for our brother and our sister, but also loving ourselves through the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this is called You Gotta Love Ya. And I'm talking to you, talking to you, talking to you. Y'all ready? Ready? Oh, for true, for sure, I said it all before. I'm so proud to see your wings soar, taking flight into the sky. Oh, you've got that soul inside of you. And there's not a limit to what you can do. Just go for gold and enjoy yourself into your heart be true. And as you ascend, darling, don't forget you gotta take some time for you. You gotta love your babe. Yeah. Sing it, you got to love your babe. Yeah. Second verse, right? Oh, walk through the door, now you're better than before, heart so pure. You know they can't ignore your beauty is a beam of light. Oh, you've got that soul inside of you. Ooh, and there's not a limit to what you cannot do. Just reach for the stars and the galaxies, and soon they'll come to you. Yeah. As you progress, darling, don't forget you gotta take some time for you. You gotta love your babe. You gotta love your babe. One more time, you got to love. You gotta love your babe. Yeah. You got to love, yeah. walking in our purpose and we're walking in our destiny, there's always going to come a time when we're met with a level of resistance that's equally as powerful as where we're headed. And so whether it's social media telling us we're not the right size, we're not the right shape, we're not the right color, we don't come from the right background, we don't make the right amount of money, or nowadays folks are just out there. They try to come for your whole life. They just try to be like, you ugly, basically. That's what they're saying in so many words. And so I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna see if you remember this. You might have said this to somebody, or somebody may have said this to you, but I have another voice to combat the negativity. But tell me if you remember this, y'all. They're gonna say, U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi 'cause you ugly. Hello, you trying to come for me? Say U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi 'cause you ugly. All right, I see how y'all wanna do. Say U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi 'cause you ugly. One more time, say U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi. But I got something for y'all, break it. There's a light shining for you in the dark. Don't you know you're beautiful just the way you are? And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. No scars till you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. There's a light that's shining for you in the dark. Don't you know you're beautiful just the way you are? And you don't have to change a thing, no. The world can change its heart. Take it to the left, to the left, hey. So just in case you need another reminder, me and my friends are here to tell you how beautiful you are. All right? Say, oh, 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 oh. You've got to know that you know you're beautiful. It's all right to tell yourself before you can tell anyone else. So say, you got to know you're beautiful. It's alright to tell yourself, yeah, before you can love anyone else. Say, you got to know you're beautiful. Yeah, it's alright to tell yourself before you can love anyone else. Say, you got to know, yeah. You got to know, since you got to know, you got to know it for yourself. Say, you got to know, you got to know, since you got to know, you got to know it for yourself. You've got to know, you know you're beautiful. It's alright to tell yourself before you can tell anyone else. Oh, you've got to know. It's alright to tell yourself before you can love anyone else. Give yourselves a hand for being so beautiful.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. What we have now is our next mocktail. Jordan and I want to kind of show you how to make this next beverage. It's something that I really enjoy. It's called the Mojito. And so we're going to walk you through the Mocktail Mojito version. So it's very refreshing, especially this time of the year around May, where you just kind of want to be outside, maybe sit on your back porch, and you just want something refreshing that's light, that makes you kind of feel like it's not too sweet, not too much in it, but just really light. So we're gonna just kind of go over this. And so we're gonna use these mason jars?
Yeah, we're gonna use the mason jars.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a slight twist on the mojito. We're gonna add in some kiwi to add to that beautiful green color.
Okay.
So what we wanna do is we're gonna grab our mint leaf And
Okay.
we're gonna put that in our glass before we put anything else in there. You wanna pull it off of the stem.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave one for a garnish later.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna maybe grab, you wanna say 2 kiwis?
2 slices of
Two
kiwi.
slices of
Sure.
kiwi. My hands are clean.
Yes.
All right.
2 slices of that.
And then we're gonna add maybe half
Okay.
of our simple syrup. This is our simple syrup for those of you who have never heard of that before.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna pour half of that.
Half
in
of
there.
this
Well,
in here.
actually, let's just do maybe a little drop first.
Okay,
just to
so
muddle
just
it.
a little bit.
So we're just gonna moisten it up just so we're able to brush it. That's good.
Okay.
And then I will give you the muddler.
Okay.
This is our muddler, which is gonna help you.
This right here. You
Brush
can
it
find
a
this
little
at any.
Target.
Okay.
Yep.
Just
You
kind of.
just muddle it as put a little muscle in there. Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
there it is.
So this.
Yeah, that looks good. So I'm gonna do mine.
Okay. That's how that looks.
Mm-hmm.
Smells good already.
And while I'm muddling, if you want to add your ice,
Okay. So
to
we
your
put
glass,
a
and
couple
we wanna
cubes.
fill it. I would fill it as much as you can.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll put some.
Nice.
There we go. Is that enough?
I'm gonna do a little bit more, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice and cold.
Yeah. It's a nice little fill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is pretty simple. All we're gonna do is we're gonna get our club soda
Okay.
and we're gonna pour it into our glass.
Now I like the Saratoga. That's my favorite
Yes,
sparkling
this is
water.
small bubbles. Right?
Yeah, very small bubbles. This is
This is probably
You can
just a regular
use-
club soda, but
Yeah.
you can do a Perrier,
okay.
any type of sparkling water.
Mm-hmm.
So probably why we need a little. I'm gonna put a little more ice in mine.
Okay. Yeah, looks good. We just need to
All right. So
put a little bit more garnish in it. Or...
yeah. So what we'll top it off. I'm gonna top it off with a mint leaf and a kiwi slice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we have our cute, beautiful rose gold straws.
This is what makes it so refreshing is the mint.
Yes. You got
Okay.
your straw.
So.
You're gonna use that straw to stir your ingredients around so you can get a nice little
Mm-hmm.
thing. See that, ladies?
Little solution going on there.
Yeah.
Get it all.
All right. Moment of truth.
Sure.
Cheers.
Cheers first.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. All right, let's see how this tastes.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely refreshing.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the little lumps of kiwi that sneak into the straw.
Very nice.
Oh yeah. You did
I got a kiwi to go up in there, so that was a nice little after situation going on. But yeah, you'll enjoy this because, you know, sometimes you want to drink water. Obviously, we drink a lot of water to stay hydrated, and but this is like sparkling water, so it's not a whole lot. You can even maybe do an unsweetened version. You don't have to put the syrup in it. You can just kind of put the fruit and put the mint leaves in there if you're trying to do something sugar-free. But it's a way to just kind of change it up from having to do water all the time. And mint is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for us, just settling our digestion, our stomachs, and things like that. So you'll enjoy that. And so, Jordan, it's been great just doing this mocktail segment with you.
Absolutely.
And we just want to leave a couple of tidbits with you this Mother's Day weekend and just, you know, mother-daughter relationship. 3 things to create a safe space in your family. I know we're quarantined and we're in a place where there's a lot of closeness and intimacy. And so it's a great opportunity to be able to let the walls down and just connect and develop intimacy, a closeness that perhaps you hadn't had before, doing things like this, making, cooking, doing beverages. Doesn't have to do a whole meal together, but just some way to connect. So just want to remind you that you can create a safe space. I think everybody wants to feel safe in relationships. And you know what? Safe people create safe spaces. And so I think that once we are in a place of being safe ourselves, that we can create that with those around us who we love. And so, number 1,
the first ingredient of a safe space is love, and just knowing that they're loved, that they are affirmed, that they know that you are excited about their presence, being with them, knowing that verbalizing that you love them. That's number one. Just it's a no judgment zone. Everybody wants to be free from being judged or feeling like they're under the radar. Number two, the second ingredient of creating a safe space is trust. It's so important that we understand that we can trust and we can confide in one another and be honest and just acknowledge things that happen. We all gonna make mistakes. We're all not perfect. And so I think when we're at a place where we can recognize that we can be trusted and be treated the way that we want to be treated, and as a result, we can extend it to someone else. And then the third ingredient is truth. And so I think it's important that we are just at a place of wanting to embrace truth. Sometimes the truth isn't always easy to accept and to swallow, but in the end, it really helps us to connect and to understand each other. And so, the Word of God is the truth. God wants us to walk in truth. We shouldn't be deceiving one another or being deceptive in our relationships. So in order to have a safe space, it has to be built on truth. So the Bible says that Jesus is the way, He's the truth, and He is the life. And so that same truth that we have, we can be able to extend it to other people, and we can receive it in our relationships and just be in an environment of having a safe space. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and we are looking forward to just sharing more opportunities.
Absolutely.
You got more ideas on different drinks and different things. It's a lot out there to enjoy, right?
Absolutely. And I think just stretching ourselves, forcing ourselves to expand and evolve, not being complacent and doing the same things.
Sweet tea.
Yeah.
I love sweet tea, but I mean, there's so many other things that we can, enjoy besides lemonade and sweet tea. We can create all these wonderful beverages, because I consume a lot of calories probably through beverages. And I know, but
it's just an excuse to hang out, really. So
it's been fun. Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure to expand our minds and try to connect with you in your homes and seeing the light and a lot of the darkness that is happening right now. So I hope that this is a spark in your day.
It is.
And thanks for joining us at the Lemon Bliss Lounge.
That's right.
We'll be back soon.
And so we're, I think what's coming up next, we're getting to the close of the program.
Yeah, we're going to close it out with a party with Shantae.
Shantae's coming up next.
Yeah, I like that. What? Said I like that, yeah. Said I like that, yeah. Said I like that, yeah, yeah. I like that, yeah, yeah. Stay right there. Said I like that, yeah, yeah. Said I like that, yeah. Oh. Said I like that, yeah. I like that, yeah. I'm ready to live this thing called life. I'm taking it one day at a time. Yeah. Won't let the bad moments change my mind. I'm freeing my dreams from deep inside. I'm not trying I'm not. See, I'm just trying to use what I got. Hiding over time, you'll see that I make it a little bit big. But it don't mean that I still don't have a dream. So I sit, reach up and touch the sky and fly high. Jump up and kiss the sun. You've already won. Just look up, it's all like that. You're on the right track. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wake up and free your dreams. Yeah. I'm taking each moment as it fits my last. Wanna rush my lessons now. Oh, yeah. I'm embracing my future, learning from my past. Oh, I'm counting all my blessings. Whoa, and I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I'm just trying to use what I got. And over time, you'll see that I make it a little bit big. It don't mean that I still don't have a dream. Yeah, so I sit, reach up and touch the sky and fly high. Jump up and kiss the sun. You've already won. Just look up and don't look back. You're on the right track. Whoa. Wake up and bring your dreams into reality. I'ma see it one more time. Reach up and touch the sky and fly high. Jump up and kiss the sun. You've already won. Whoa. Just look up and don't look back. You're on the right track. Whoa. Wake up and free your dreams. Free your dreams. Free your dreams. Yeah. Free your dreams. Free your dreams. Sing with me, y'all. Free your dreams. It's all you gotta do is free your dreams. It's up to me and you. Free your dreams. Yeah. So free. All right, tell me if y'all remember this. Say, my life, my life, my life, my life. In the sunshine, y'all. My life, my life, my life, my life. In the sunshine, y'all. My life, my life, my life, my life. Oh, in the sunshine, y'all. My life, my life, my life, my life. Sometimes I gotta tell about my life, my life, my life, my life. Yeah, the sunshine, y'all. My life, my life, my life, my life. In the sunshine, y'all. My life, my life, my life, my life. Oh, sunshine, y'all. My life, my life, my life, my life. One more time, help me sing for your dreams, y'all. Free your dreams. Free your dreams. Free your dreams up to me and you. Free your dreams. Thank y'all so much.